In these troubled times that we live in, we can find ourselves very unhappy with the way events are unfolding in the world and wanting them to be a different way than they are. Perhaps we feel we can't make sense of it all, and out of this the question can arise: is it possible to be truly happy in the midst of life's challenges? This is a question that would arise for me often before coming to the Dhamma. At one time, I remember being filled with anger, frustration, confusion, despair as a young child, because at that time I lived in a kind of an orphanage and wanted desperately to be at home with my mother. Finally, after several years, that magical day did come. And I was so happy, I felt like I was being let out of prison. But that evening, after the excitement had died down, and I was in the privacy of my new room at home, a strange uneasiness came over me. It was the sinking realization that although I'd had my desire met, it wasn't going to bring me the happiness that I thought it would. In fact, it was already changing. It wasn't lasting. This made me realize that there was something much deeper to life, and I didn't know what it was. These unsatisfying, difficult situations that arise in life are often what bring us to the Dhamma, because they can begin the search, and we ask, where does happiness lie in this mystery that we call life? The Buddha tells us that we've been caught in this tangle of desires and dislikes for a very long time, seeking out something pleasant, avoiding something unpleasant to the best of our ability, but that this is the treadmill that keeps us bound to suffering, because nothing lasts. Everything changes, and so we have to get a new pleasant experience. And so the way to untangle this tangle, he says, is to find quiet places and look within by means of mindfulness. And by so doing, we are cultivating the heart, the mind of wisdom. He said that he knew of nothing that would bring so much happiness as a mind that was cultivated towards goodness, towards wisdom, and nothing that brought so much suffering as a mind that perpetuated the unskillful tendencies of greed, of aversion and delusion. Now we know what to do in order to find true happiness. The retreat center at IMS, with its very specialized conditions, is conducive to our learning how to do exactly this. Mindfulness shows us how we get untangled in these unskillful habits, and that we no longer need to be at the mercy of them any longer. Mindfulness helps us to not bite the hook. And then with time, a joy and a confidence enters our lives, because now we know that we have the skills to meet the challenging situations that arise in life, but not from the reactivity or divisiveness that we might have in the past. Now we can engage life from a place of goodness, from a place of wisdom and compassionate understanding. This allows for a self-respect, a direct understanding, and an appreciation of the richness that our lives offer, the opportunity, the potential for a completely wise and loving heart. This is the great gift that we can give to the world.